Feedback. Feedback. Hi, this is Theo Broughton,
And I am Thabiti Mpinda,
inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for Feedback.
a positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
and take us along with you. Feedback. Yes, and take us along with you. Happy Monday, everybody. This is the day after Easter. A nice weekend for families to be together and to get together, to love one another, to call friends and neighbors and coworkers and folks that you really care about. Of course, someone who may be living alone. And today wouldn't be too late to do that either. Don't just have to save it for a Sunday afternoon or an Easter morning. My name is Theo Broughton, co-founder of Hood Research, and my co-host,
Thabiti Mpinda, and we welcome you to the show. And as I always say, here I go again, holding it up for the camera. Have your pen and paper handy because you never know when you want to write something down, and you certainly don't want to forget good information.
absolutely. And I want to say good morning to Miss Farmer, and good morning to Charlene, and good morning to Carl and Ron, and you know, we want Carl to come and sit in with us sometime. I talked to him, and we've invited him to come because there are those we come across who miss Carl and Hassan being here at WHBR. And it would be a good opportunity for him to just come and share some of that good news that he would always have to share with Hassan, you know.
Oh, yeah, we'd love to have you, brother, and we're certainly going to have you because he and Hassan, may his soul be at peace, were on the whole legal tip for Hood Research, and there was so much information and knowledge that we got. They taught me legal words I never knew, a writ of this, that, and the other, mandamus, this, that, and I just love learning. So, yeah, we're going to have Brother Carl here because we certainly appreciate what he contributes.
That's right, you know. And you know, there is so much to learn. And the past few council meetings have been spent talking about the upcoming budget that has to be approved for the year. And for those who may not know, the city's year is from July 1 to June 30th, whereas our year is from January 1 to December 31st. And then, of course, you got to be concerned about filing your tax returns, which is April 15th. Not that long from now. We're talking about 2 weeks. And just take a day or two to get all of your paperwork in line before you go to have them prepared so that everything is in line and the tax preparer that you use will have smooth sailing through putting your taxes together for you. And also, you may think of a question that could mean a few extra savings for you as it relates to your taxes. And it doesn't hurt to call your representative, your state representative, or to find out if there's anything new that you need to look out for. I keep hearing that there are going to be some changes that are beneficial to the taxpayer. Well, we'll see. In the meantime, one proposal by the mayor that is not for anybody's benefit is the land property tax. The mayor wants to tax your property and not your home or your business, which doesn't make sense. If your home sits on that property or your business sits on that property, that's not a benefit to you. You're being told that the property tax will go down? Really? Go ahead.
I just want to backtrack on something you were saying earlier about taxes. If you all need tax help, the Detroit Public Library is giving free tax assistance to Detroit residents. Now, I don't have the information before me. Theo's statement triggered the thought in my mind, but you can reach out, maybe go to DetroitPublicLibrary.org, but they are giving free tax assistance. And as Theo said, you know, April 15th, we're at the April 1st, so this ain't no April Fools. This is real deal.
I know that.
That you need to be ready by that time to avoid penalties. So again, you can go to DetroitPublicLibrary.org, and then I'm sure in one of their headings they will let you know, or you can put in free tax assistance and get that assistance, because if you got money coming, why delay?
You want it right. And the telephone number for the library is 833-1000. Again, the 313 area code, 833-1000. And, Abidi, we want to back up again, because there are some people that you want to say Happy Monday to.
My shout outs for Professor Griggs. We communicate through Facebook, and I drop knowledge and information as he does. Also, Sister Jackie. And we have a caller.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm going to plug you right in.
Uh-huh.
Hello, caller. You're on the air. Would you share your name and tell us how you're viewing us?
Hello. Happy Monday.
No time.
Uh-oh.
Okay, call back, and the numbers here are 313-365-7327. Again, that's 365-7237 or 365-7379. Caller is back. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Would you tell us your name and how
Morning.
Good morning.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Yeah.
I was just listening, and you know, when you was talking about, you know, we're getting close and down to the taxes.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted your audience to know about the land value tax schemes and all the history of this tax capturing.
Yes.
It's going on for Detroit. Detroit is for tax justice, Saturday the 6th. At the WC3 Connors campus.
Oh, the Eastern campus. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's 5901 Connors.
Uh-huh.
It's
5901.
noon to 2 p.m. in the Cooper Room.
Noon to 2 p.m. this coming Saturday, April the 6th. 5901 Connor. And for directions, if you are driving 94 Freeway East, you exit on Connor and bear to the right. If you bear to the left, you'll be going to the airport. So bear to the right, 5901 Connor. I am so glad that you called in and shared that.
Now, what is that meeting again, please?
It's Detroiter for Tax Justice, and they're going to tell you about the land value tax schemes
Right.
and the
That's what I'm
history of the tax capturing. They've been looting our schools and our libraries, and no doubt they're doing it through those millages. And your leprechaun, Don Juan, is giving all our tax dollars to the rich gangsters that's running things and taking over all our prime land and foreclosing on people's homes.
Wow.
Yeah, all this disturbance that's going on and people losing home and businesses is affecting a lot.
Yes, yes. And you just wonder why so many hundreds and hundreds of people have been losing their property all of a sudden. It just is sad that one, the children of the property owners over the past decades, we've always been hearing that Detroit has the largest population of homeowners who are African American. And now it seems that their descendants don't understand. All you have to do is divide the property tax by 12 and see what your rent will be on a monthly basis, which is I don't know. Just
Hey,
saying.
Theo, didn't you have some information about the floods, the FEMA at WC3?
Oh, yes. I'm glad you brought that up. This coming Thursday, which is April the 4th, FEMA will be physically at Wayne County Community College Northwest Campus on Outer Drive. Now, if somebody tells you the campus is closed, classes may be down. That is not stopping FEMA from physically being at the campus on Thursday, starting at 1 o'clock. And they're supposed to be there from 1 to 7, which gives workers time to, get there after their jobs are completed. And you can file for any of the damage that you had in your basement August the 24th. And I must say that this particular time that FEMA is here is user-friendly. The last time they were here, all I heard was complaints from homeowners about the property damage they had, and FEMA was giving them a hard time. But this particular time, I've been hearing some good reports that FEMA is user-friendly. So for anyone who has had damage from August the 24th flood, they have the opportunity to actually go to Wayne County Community College on Outer Drive Thursday, April the 4th, from 1 p.m. until 7 p.m. within that time. And I'm really glad you reminded me of that.
And I've been hearing good reports at a meeting that I went to a couple of Saturdays ago, and people have been collecting money already, and investigators come to their homes, and they have the pictures, and they walk around and ask questions. So, I've been hearing good reports of people actually receiving compensation for the frustration.
Right.
And let me encourage everyone that is hearing this to share this with other people because that's what we have to do within our community. Network, heard it through the grapevine, whatever's required. But let us share because we've given so much to the government and we've suffered so much as well. So when it's time for us to receive any type of assistance that we're entitled to, let us share that with those we know, family, friends, co-workers, etc.
That's right. Even if it hasn't been you who had the damage, I appreciate that. Let others know. Because as strange as it may seem, there are still some people who are not aware that FEMA is in town, that FEMA is taking claims, and FEMA is responding.
I don't watch the news or TV programs like I used to anymore. Only maybe you guys can tell me, are they blasting this information on the media so people could get help?
Not to my knowledge, they
I haven't
are.
heard anything
That's what I'm
either,
saying.
yes.
So like you said, Theo, we got to be walking billboards.
You're right.
Right.
You're right. You're right. Yeah, I do channel surf for news, and it's possible I could have missed it. However, since I channel surf so frequently, you would think that I would have heard at least one commercial on what's going on, but I have not. So I'm glad that you that you brought that up, and we do need to share. There's nothing wrong with sharing. A good deed for one person, it returns a good deed for you. So
Let me share a little something here for you all as well. I just caught this morning doing my surfing. This week, all recreation centers, you can go to Detroit MI/health, are having free health screening. So you can learn CPR, you can get your blood pressure checked, all those things that deal with the well-being of your body. They said so many different things, but it's a health fair basically. That's going to be all this week at the various recreation centers in the city of Detroit. But you can go to Detroit MI/health for that information. I will repeat it again during the show because everyone doesn't have access to medical care.
Right.
So it's very important that when you get these opportunities to find out what kind of state of health you're in, really.
oh wow, that is
So,
good.
because I
good to know.
swim at Northwest every day, I wonder if they're going to do it there. It started this week?
Yes, as of today, from
Okay.
what I've
Okay.
heard on the news, yes.
Oh, okay. So Northwest is considered a recreation center located
Right.
at
Yeah,
18,
they have a recreation department over there, and we
Yeah.
swim.
uh-huh,
Yeah, swimming
18,000.
gym.
Yeah. 18,000 miles is between McNichols and 7 Mile, or 6 and 7 Mile, as some people say.
You
And,
said Detroit, Michigan /.gov
/health.
/health. Okay,
Yes.
got it.
mm-hmm.
So I can share it, and I'll call a couple of centers too.
Right, that would be good.
So I can share with some friends and send out the notice.
Right. And then I wonder if the Joseph Walker Williams Center is open yet.
I
They
passed
haven't
by
closed
there
it.
about a week ago, and they were closed then. But that's not to say they're not. But they've been under construction for about a couple of years, it seems.
Oh,
Right.
wow.
And Coleman Young it was told that they might be opening in April. So I don't know if it's April the 1st or when. But I was told that Joseph Walker should be back open.
Should be.
Yeah. So I'm gonna call over there.
Right, okay. Well, if you get any news before we go off, the air.
Right. That's what I was going to say. I can call you guys back and let me call and see
Right.
who's open.
Right,
Okay.
now the Farwell Center is open, right? I'm pretty sure it's open.
Yeah, Farwell
That's-
is open.
That's Outer Drive and 7 Mile.
And Butso Family is open.
That's Kercherville and Van Dyke. And then there's
Yeah.
one on Linden and...
Oh, Adam Butso
Butso.
over there by Linden and Myers area.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
that
we're
Adam
gonna-
Butso is open. The seniors are swimming there
Oh, okay.
a lot and doing aerobics there as well.
Oh, okay. And then the one on Kercherville and Van Dyke.
That's
That's a
Butso
Butso
Family,
Family
yeah.
Center too. And
They're
that
open
one's
for
been
seniors,
open,
yeah.
right? That's been open. Okay.
And children after schools. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, let us know. Yeah, so we can
All right,
share
I'll
that
call
with
you
us. I
guys back.
appreciate that.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
And I want to add too that if you're a senior, you can enroll and get free membership. Well, I'm a member at the Adam Butzel Center over on Linden, near Myers. So if you're a senior, all you have to do is just go there, present your ID. What they'll do is they'll take a picture of you, give you your membership card, and you're good to go for, as Sly Soul said, the swimming. But they have so many other activities for seniors there, as well as the youth, because my granddaughter is also registered there, and her father as well, although they have to pay, I think, $5-7. But whatever it is, when you think about all the things you get for what you pay and you have access to, you really can't go wrong. So I'm encouraging my seniors to do that as well.
Right. Oh, that's great.
Right.
And
That's why I hope they open up Coleman Young, because that's close for me to put my grandson in camp for the summer camps.
Oh, nice. We need more activities for our youth in our community.
And our seniors, yeah.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
really
they need to
disappointed.
get the food programs back up at Butso.
Oh,
Maybe they'll get the food program back up for the seniors at Coleman Young, because I used to do the lunches for the seniors. So hopefully those programs are open back up soon.
And I was very disappointed when Archer sold the campsite that our youth could attend. So anyway, we just need to be...
Right, because we're coming up
Watchful.
with the Senior Olympics, and that's coming up in June.
Oh, okay.
We used to use Belle Isle, but now that they took Belle Isle, the
Yeah.
seniors have to do their final ribbon and all that at the Adam Butzel.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. We don't get to use the Belle Isle like we used to. That was perfect for getting our lunches and
Right.
getting the they get their ribbons, whatever, trophies that they're going to win.
Yeah, and we're looking forward to. You
And
know,
we're
that we're looking forward to.
going
Yes.
every year. We go out there and
Right.
bike ride and do all kind of fun stuff, music and all that good stuff. So the scheduled events are Detroit Senior Olympics is from June the 10th through the 12th. So you can register now and or by the 30th of this month, and there's plenty of things that you can do if you want to do shooting pool, arts and crafts, drawing, painting, jewelry,
Wow.
baking, basketball, free throw, bowling, chess,
Wow.
frisbee, golf. I like the golf course myself. Horseshoes, softball.
And they have a new thing called Pickle.
Pickleball.
Thank you.
Yep.
It's called pickleball.
I think
Yeah.
they may even have that.
I got bounce ball, pickleball.
Yeah.
Something for everybody.
Right.
They got dance, and Chicago steps, ballroom,
Oh, look out now.
beard whiz.
Oh, yeah.
And they're gonna have the swim,
Uh-huh.
and they do the pool table tournaments as well.
Oh.
So it's going to be a lot of things to do. So anybody, if you don't want to participate, you just want to be a spectator, it's $5. Athletes $25, athletic on site $30. So it's up to you what you want to do to come out and enjoy. The Senior Olympics, Detroit Senior Olympics.
And the time is what?
Well, see, they get to register from now to maybe the 30th. You can register to, be a spectator or be an athlete.
Mm-hmm. And they have different times.
Be the yeah.
Right, and they have different times for the competition, so you will.
Oh yeah,
ask
yeah.
if
You'll
you
get the
wanna-
schedule and the T-shirt for your particular competition.
Oh,
yeah.
wow, okay.
Yeah.
I'll probably be a spectator because I'm not going to embarrass myself thinking I can do something.
Oh, you can ride a bike.
Oh, but that is.
or walk.
Yeah. I better start practicing now then.
Right now, I'm looking at the bowling. That kind of sound like fun.
Now we are approaching a break. I must interject. You know how good it goes, and then we have to break
fast.
into it.
Yeah.
So I'll let Theo
Well-
introduce the segue out of.
Well, I really want to say that this information has been right on time, and Sligo has brought it to us. So stay tuned, and if you have some more information to share with us, please do, Sly.
Okay.
And
Thank you.
You're welcome, and we'll be back momentarily.
I'm James Ford, founder of the Obama Weekend, and a partner of the Hood Research Team, composed of the knowledgeable Theo Broden, the super analyst Henry, and the colorful Al Martin. This team discusses politics, seen and not seen, at the national, state, and local level. But to enhance the goals of this team, join or donate to Hood Research by visiting Twitter or Facebook, or visit hoodresearch.org, or call 248-234-2371. You can also join Hood Research on Phonecast every Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time by calling 978-990-5000. Access code 338729. Thank you very much.
It's the These Nuts Show with your host, Butter and friends. Butter here, magician escape artist, practicing for my show tonight. Come on in, have a seat.
All right, everybody settle. Butter, you're on in 5, 4, 3, 2.
In a few seconds, there's gotta be enough to get out of this one. Twist a little turn, ta-da! It's showtime. It's your old friend Butter here. I may be a nut, but I know to wear my mask. Please welcome my first guest tonight, fitness guru, Wally Warmer.
Wally Woolmer here to tell you to wash your hands with soap and water for 20 seconds so you will stay healthy and strong like me.
Almond Cruz here, sliding in with the news. Distance is what we must do to stay away from the chew and other germs in the air that might be trying to get on you. Social distancing is a wonderful way to see friends. As long as you're 6 feet apart, you win.
Hey there, friends. I wouldn't miss this for the world. It's me, Pumpkin Spice, your healthy girl. Remember, it's important to use your kind hearts and follow the signs to stay healthy and safe at all times.
Chica Chiminsky here to say, don't forget the little ones that need you to lead the way. That's how we remember to wash our hands, mask, and social distance today.
Morgan Brazen. Yes, it's me, here to sing about health and safety. We are all here to help get a message out to your grapevine, teaching healthy choices to stay safe all the time.
Don't let these guys drive you nuts. Put your mask on first. They'll let you be. And it keeps me safe from the
chew
that's trying to get on me.
Butter me up. She's right, you know. Thank you, Hallie Cranberry, for joining the show. Let's all be nuts about our health. Social distancing, wash your hands frequently, use hand sanitizer, and wear a mask. Practice what we learned to stay away from the germs. We're all in this together. Coming soon, the many adventures of these nuts in a theater near you.
Feedback. Hi, this is Theo Broughton,
And I am Thabiti Mpinga,
inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for feedback.
a positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
and take us along with you. Feedback. Please remember, you can take us along with you. Also, each Saturday, between the hours of 3 p.m. and 6 p.m., you can join us for a conference call. All you need to do is dial 1-978-990-5000. Again, that's 1-978-990-5000. Then you place in the access code, which is 338729. Press the pound key and take us along with you, as she says. We have a conference call that has been in place going on 4 years now. It started during the pandemic because people were calling and talking about they were depressed, they were sad, they just felt locked in, and of course the governor had shut down places for entertainment, bowling alleys and bars and theaters, etc. So we decided to have a conference call. Social media, people could call in and talk about what's going on in their world, in their neighborhood, ask questions, receive information. We had guests who would come on, and we still do. And we invite you to join us each Saturday. You don't have to be on the telephone from 3 p.m. until 6 p.m. You can come on at 3:30 and stay to 4:15. Or you can come on at 4 p.m. and stay to 5, or 3 to 5, or 4 to 6, and share information with us and retrieve information from us. We had a good conversation this past Saturday, and we intend to have more this coming Saturday. There's so much that's going on. James Ford comes on regularly to share with you that he's putting a group together by bus to go to Lansing on September the 18th. He's inviting people to come to a Bert's Marketplace restaurant on Russell Street, and you can board the bus there, leave from there. They're getting together at 9 a.m., And by 10, they'll be leaving, going to Lansing. And in Lansing, they will be addressing the elected officials as it relates to the red light. It's a fiasco, I guess I can think that word, where you may be on your way to grocery shop or on your way to visit family, and all of a sudden somebody zooms past you and runs a red light with no thought seeming to be anywhere in the picture. You may be at a light. Your light is red. Your light turns green. And you're about to take off. And all of a sudden, zoom! Somebody goes through their red light right in front of you. You could be what they call T-bone. Is that the term, Thabiti?
Yes.
In an accident where somebody would go through the red light and slam into the passenger side of your vehicle, causing you some serious harm. So we suggest that if you're at a light and your light turns green, don't hit the gas pedal until you look to your left and to your right to see if there's some crazed driver intending to run through and may hit you and do serious harm.
And let me suggest you look left, you look right, and then you look left again, because things could just pop up out of nowhere, and they usually do.
It's a good point, yes.
Oh, speaking of driving now, this month, according to the Michigan State Police, is Distracted Driving Awareness Month. So if you get caught drinking your coffee, putting on your lipstick, shaving, on your phone, etc., the Michigan State Police will be on the lookout for anybody who is a distracted driver, and Lieutenant Shaw said you will get a ticket. They expect an increase in the amount of tickets given because most people have just got comfortable with trying to do everything but drive. And as you already know, many of you, that it's illegal and you can get a ticket for having your cell phone in your hand while you're driving. So since this is Distracted Driving Awareness Month, they're going to be keying in on you. And I hesitate to say this, but let us be clear that we know that in cities, particularly Detroit, we will be under much more scrutiny than maybe Birmingham, Bloomfield, Troy, etc. So let us stay on our toes. Now, the information we're sharing, as I say, this is a month long, make sure that you tell somebody else about that too. They shouldn't be driving distracted anyway.
Right.
But they're going to be on you this month. So try to avoid a $50, $100, $200 ticket. Needs that.
Yeah. You can also ask the pastor of your church to announce that during the service, encouraging people not to run red lights.
And I see we have a caller.
And okay. And to know that this is driver distraction month. Go.
Hello, caller. You're on the air. Would you share your name and how you're viewing us, please? Caller? Okay, call back, caller, because we are here waiting for you and what you want to share with us. But again, I just want to mention that this is Driver Awareness Month. I see the caller has called back. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Would you share your name and how you're viewing us, please?
Flasto, Silverado, radio we can sleep on my laptop.
Radio,
I had to call back because what happened to me was I was watching my grandson till they finally got home about 2 in the morning. So I said, I'm going to go home. I'm driving down Lafayette, and do you know, the Lord told me, like you said, don't go past no green lights unless you look right, left, behind you, in front of you. Somebody at 2 in the morning is running red lights.
Wow.
And they would do it in the middle of the hour. They would do it, and they jetting and speeding on these freeways, going down one-way street, passing stop signs and treating red lights like stop signs. It's crazy out here. I'm like, what is wrong with these people? They're in a hurry, you know?
Do what?
And so just luckily something told me watch it before you go past this green light, and certainly someone came right through the red light. And, it's just no excuse the way they're treating these red lights, like stop signs, or they just automatic in a hurry and rushing through these lights.
Right, right. Well, you
In a
certainly
hurry to
were
go nowhere
blessed
but kill themselves and try to take somebody else.
with them. Yeah. Well, you were blessed.
That's crazy.
And as you said, this was 2 a.m. But
It's
this
2 in the morning. There's nobody out here. Why ain't you speeding like that? And not thinking that somebody else might be out there speeding too, but they still would be in the right because they had the green light. But you guys would have crashed.
Now this is broad daylight. It happens to you all, so 24/7 you have to be on it.
Right. Oh my goodness. Whew.
It's so disappointing. And it makes you not want to leave your house sometimes. And this distraction with these phones. They smoking, drinking, fussing, cussing. Like you said, they doing their hair, they putting their eyelashes on, or whatever's going on. It's crazy. And I hate to see it, but I've seen police officers as well as truck drivers and bus drivers with the phone. I was like, wait a minute. Y'all supposed to really be looking out.
Wow.
You got passengers.
Right, right.
You guys are supposed to be out here for safety.
Well,
right. But I've been telling the younger folks, I'm like, look, especially if I'm in the car with them, put the phone down, turn it off, or put it on a speaker. But you're supposed to be hands-free and concentrating on the road.
And let me suggest, because this recently happened, actually late last week, when you're at a red light, always allow yourself some room for the car in front of you. I say that because somebody within my circle who I want to identify said that the vehicle in front of them did not put the turn signal on, a right turn signal, make a turn. And what this individual did is actually ran into the other person's vehicle. Now, this person who was hit kept on going because I guess they didn't feel the accident was significant enough. But the person who did the hitting, which again is someone in my circle, has to spend close to $1,000 to get front end repair on their vehicle. So I always say leave enough room in front of you, because if that car stalled out, you've got to try to figure out how to back out so that you can go around them. If you leave yourself room, you don't have to worry about that. But if you're all up on their bumper and people tailgate, even at a light, they own you.
Yeah.
So you have to, as those signs said when I first started driving in the 70s and 80s, it said drive defensively. You have to drive watching out for the other driver, because he may not be watching out for you.
And the other thing
Right, you got to
is,
drive for everybody.
right. Well, the other thing is, the person who was in front of him may not have had a driver's license or insurance, and would not want to be stopped or identified. So that goes on around here as well.
Absolutely. And I would add, too, that a lot of times now, because I've been in a couple of situations where somebody hit me and they just took off like a bat out of you-know-where. So, and there was nothing I could do because I was just the victim of that. So there are a lot of people who are uninsured. They get a tag long enough to get past the thing and drop the insurance, and they don't want no drama to come up after them. So you have to really be on your toes now when you're driving. And as Sly Soul said, it makes you not want to drive, but we're in a city. We have to drive.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you think that if we started calling 596-1800 and indicating that we need more officers on the payroll, and we need to have a traffic enforcement team put together for the community? We know there's plenty of enforcement downtown.
Wait a minute, don't let it be a gang downtown. All the police down there protecting their traffic.
Exactly. So the telephone number, the main number, is 596-1800. It's a 313 number, 596-1800. And we need to have more officers hired and a traffic team put together for the neighborhoods because it's my thought that one reason people just so willingly and energetically fly through red lights is because they don't see any enforcement in the neighborhood. And like the Edie was saying, the driver in front kept going, most likely because he did not have insurance or driver's license. So we have to be
did you hear anything else about the Spots fire? They're still talking about getting rid of that particular surveillance.
No, I haven't heard anything about them getting rid of it. Of course, they spend a lot of money, and
They're still talking about a ceasefire on that surveillance.
that's a question in itself. That maybe somebody got some money to be a campaign contributor. But anyway, the news has reported, for as long as this has been enforced, 2 reports that I have seen where the shots fired were heard, reported, and the officers responded. Have you, Thabiti, heard any?
No, but one of the things that concerns me, since we're speaking about that, and I brought this up before, and even at a police board commissioners meeting, is that over in Rouge Park they have the Detroit Police Pistol Range, and if you're over, I've been visiting relatives, let's say in the Evergreen Plymouth Road area, but this could also be Outer Drive in Plymouth, and then Points West as well. That when you hear those guns going off, the shot spotter wouldn't even matter. I mean, a person could commit a crime, let me put it that way, and they could get away with it because the police are shooting anyway at the range, so there's no protection in that particular area. I'm sure of that, and so I'm not really sure about the shot spotter, but I'm just saying that it's a self-defeating purpose to have a police range within an area where if there were some legitimate shots fired, gas station robbery, whatever it may be, the police would never respond because they hear shots being, I mean, you hear the shots off, and I mean, this goes on for over a half hour, an hour. So it's very unsettling to me, but, and the people have become accustomed to hearing it, but I'm sure in Novi, Birmingham, Troy, you would never have it, especially at a park, and it's within 300 feet of swings and slides and little merry-go-round thing, and I've actually taken pictures and videos of that and posted it. So I would hope that, again, as you and Sly Soul were saying, that, you know, we can find out a little bit more about the the shots spotter. But also, I'm going to, at a police board commission, suggest why don't they enclose that area? If they're going to have it there, it shouldn't be something that's radiating 1.5 miles from the actual spot. It makes no sense to me at all.
I agree. And we need to let people know that the police commissioners meet every Thursday, unless it's Thanksgiving on a Thursday or some other recognized observance on a Thursday. Other than that, they meet every Thursday at 3 p.m. on the 3rd floor on Michigan and 3rd. And the community meeting is, I believe they said, the 2nd Thursday of the month. And they rotate around the city to make it convenient for those who work or have some other obligation during the early afternoon. So at 6 p.m., you can find out where they're going to be meeting. That's 596-1830. 313-596-1830. Telephone number for the Police Commission office. And they will tell you where they are meeting in the evening. So if it's this week, they will be meeting at 3 p.m. on the 3rd floor of 1300 3rd and Michigan Avenue. That is the police headquarters where the police commission meets at 3 p.m. And you have an opportunity to tell them you want to be on the list to speak to the commissioners. And you have to go at that time in order to be recorded So they, at the time they want public comment, then they will call your name in order that you sign in, so that you can make your suggestions, make a report of what's going on in your area, and they can assign a officer, lieutenant, sergeant, or whomever to you, and then you can go over into a little area and talk about some strategies on how they will give you assistance.
And let me just suggest that I would say attend the meeting. And I've said this before on past shows. One of the things about it is you never know who may bring up subject that pertains to you in your community that you've thought about, maybe discussed with your neighbors and such, but you just never really had an outlet. So sometimes just being in an environment, questions that are generated. This is sort of like when you were in classroom. Nobody wanted to raise their hand, but somebody asked a question that somebody else in the class was curious about. Well, it's the same thing when you attend these meetings, whether it's the police board commissioners meeting, whether you're downtown at the Coleman A. Young Municipal Center, and other various areas where they, who are politicians and public servants, are at, and they invite the public in. School board meetings. It's always, I would say, important to just be there, because you'd be surprised the kind of questions that come up that actually pertain to you. And once you hear someone else say it, a lot of times that gives a person courage to want to get up themselves and speak and say, well, my particular incident was, and because we'll find out that we all have something in common with each other, and we all have the same common experience, although it may be varied. So as with this, every Thursday, Police Board Commissioners meeting, which you can call and find out at area code 313-596-1830, and it's always at 3 p.m. And again, let me repeat, 313-596-1830. And I have actually enjoyed being there again, because I guess since I was in my late teens, I've always wanted to know what was going on in the city I lived in, and I wanted to be able to make a little noise if I had to. That's how I got to meet Theo Broden, just being involved in these type of things, and I've been rolling since then.
Oh man, you know.
And Theo, another thing I think you want to mention is the school. They giving this man all this money, and they constantly have programs that they don't have the education our children need. They're cutting programs or not allowing programs to come back, or they're not coming back fast enough to educate our children. And it's we need more people to come to the meetings to enlighten and encourage and educate the parents, because we got to put the fight in them.
Exactly. You know, I was going to mention that before we got off the air. I'm glad you brought it up now. Yesterday, I heard a presentation by Reverend Otis Moss III. Reverend Otis Moss III is the pastor of the church in Chicago, where Barack Obama and what's the woman's name?
Not Michelle?
The woman has a shoot. She's the one that did The Color Purple here recently, Oprah Winfrey. The two of them were members of that church. And they were members of that church when the preacher came out with his book. And you know, the famous saying they took out of the book was "Goddamn America." What's his name?
Jeremiah Wright.
Jeremiah Wright.
Yes.
Jeremiah.
Right. Well, Pastor Otis Moss III is now the pastor of that church. When that happened, and he, I guess, wanted to gain fame across America and sell his book, because the member, Barack Obama, was running for president, so there was a lot of spotlight on that church. So the parishioners, of course, everybody was upset because Barack Obama left the church. He did not want to be connected with, that kind of publicity. And then Oprah Winfrey left the church. So the young man, Reverend Otis Moss III, became the pastor because Jerry Wright had to leave. They were embarrassed, they were upset, they were mad, everything. So Jeremiah Wright left the church. And Reverend Otis Moss is now the pastor of that church in Chicago, Illinois. And he did a sermon yesterday about being in the dark, people being in the dark. And we're going to work to get a copy of that so that we can share it. Because Hood Research has not had a meeting, person-to-person meeting out since the pandemic. So we've had some smaller meetings. We supported the Munford Marines on Joy Road there just past Schaefer. And we've hosted meetings for Barton McFarland Neighborhood Association. But this is something that we have to start working on, and that is our people working together, banding together, getting people to understand the importance of voting, the importance of the things that we can change. And by participating in the meetings in our community, we let other people know what we have researched, what we have found, what we need them to know, what we need them to stand up for. And going to the police commission meeting we just talked about is one of those meetings. And attending the school board meeting is definitely one of those meetings. The second Tuesday of each month, which should be the 9th, I think, of April. Would that be right? Tomorrow is the first Tuesday. So
the 9th is on a Tuesday.
Yes, okay. So the 9th of April will be the school board meeting. They are currently meeting at a school which was Finney High School. Finney was an abolitionist, by the way, but somebody had the bright idea that it should be renamed East English Village. That's where the meeting is going to take place on April the 9th. You need to be there before 5:30 if you want to speak to the board and the superintendent. They are required to meet every month of the year. Every month of the year. Our students, as you know, get out in June for summer vacation. Personally, I think school should go on year round. But the school board and the school superintendent must meet every month. The 9th of April is the upcoming school board meeting. If you want to address the board and the superintendent, you should be there before 5:30 so that they can put you on the list to speak. The concern that I intend to speak about has to do with the DECA program. At the end of the meeting that I attended in March, I spoke to one of the members of the administration, and he heard me talking to somebody about the DECA program. He said, "That's been eliminated?" I said, "Yes." He said, "My children were involved in the DECA program. I didn't know it had been eliminated." He's in the administration and didn't know. When the superintendent Vitti was hired here, came here from Florida, one of the first things he did was cancel the DECA program. Now, the DECA program had a convention about 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks ago now, at Huntington Place, which used to be called Coble Hall. And the value of the DECA program has to do with math. Okay, math, so what? The governor has signed into law a test that must be given to every 12th grader, and they must pass a financial literacy test in order to graduate from high school. The DECA program, which had been in DPS for decades, being canceled, it used to give students an opportunity to learn about entrepreneurship. They actually had an opportunity to set up a little business plan, to plan the look of the facility and all of the things involved in being a business owner. Other areas of math were included. At the convention they had about 3 weeks ago, School districts participated. The place was overflowing. Huntington Place, that is. DPS did not participate.
I just want to put a point or pin in this, saying that we're at the top of the hour. How did that happen so fast?
What?
Yes.
Okay. I know this is April 1st, but with these April Fool jokes, they got to go. You sure we're at the top of the hour?
Oh, yeah, we might have ran over a little bit.
Oh,
but we
dear.
good.
Okay, well, hold on, Sly. Oh, boy.
Okay.
And we'll be back. We've got to pause for the cause. We'll be back momentarily.
It's the These Nuts Show with your host, Butter and friends. Butter here, magician escape artist, practicing for my show tonight. Come on in, have a seat.
All right, everybody settle. Butter, you're on in 5, 4, 3, 2.
In a few seconds, you gotta be enough to get out of this one. Twist a little turn, ta-da! It's showtime. It's your old friend Butter here. I may be a nut, but I know to wear my mask. Please welcome my first guest tonight, fitness guru, Wally Warmer.
Wally Woodman here to tell you to wash your hands with soap and water for 20 seconds so you will stay healthy and strong like me.
Almond Cruz here, sliding in with the news. Distance is what we must do to stay away from the chew and other germs in the air that might be trying to get on you. Social distancing is a wonderful way to see friends. As long as you're 6 feet apart, you win.
Hey there, friends. I wouldn't miss this for the world. It's me, Pumpkin Spice, your healthy girl. Remember, it's important to use your kind hearts and follow the signs to stay healthy and safe at all times.
Chica Chiminsky here to say, don't forget the little ones that need you to lead the way. That's how we remember to wash our hands, mask, and social distance today.
Morgan Raisin. Yes, it's me, here to sing about health and safety. We are all here to help get a message out to your grapevine, teaching healthy choices to stay safe all the time.
Don't let these guys drive you nuts. Put your mask on first. They'll let you be. And it keeps me safe from the
chew.
that's trying to get on me.
Butter me up. She's right, you know. Thank you, Hallie Cranberry, for joining the show. Let's all be nuts about our health. Social distancing, wash your hands frequently, use hand sanitizer, and wear a mask. Practice what we learned to stay away from the germs. We're all in this together. Coming soon, the many adventures of these nuts in a theater near you.
All media platforms are engaged. Copy. Get ready to launch your show or product. Periscope ready. We're 5x5 ready to launch. Copy that. Trend worldwide across all major platforms.
Ignition. 3, 2, 1.
The world is waiting. Watkins Broadcasting. More than just TV.
You ready to put your podcast on iHeartRadio? Yes, your podcast on iHeartRadio. What about Alexa, Roku, Fire Stick, Apple TV, Android, or iPhone? Plus live TV streaming. Get your podcast seen and heard all over the world. Call 313-868-6612. Pre-recorded shows are accepted to be archived. This is a WHPR distribution platform. Download the app from the App Store. Go to WHPRTV.com. Channels available for lease 24/7 on Roku, Fire Stick, or Apple TV. Coming soon, subscription and pay-per-view.
Also,
Block Time is available. Get yours. Call 313-868-6612. That's 313-868-6612. Executive producer R.J. Watkins. Program director Henry Tyler. 107.5 FM WGPR HD2. RadioWeCanSee.com.
You're watching WHPS, Highland Park, Detroit.
WGPR Detroit HD2.
Feedback. Feedback. Hi, this is Theo Broughton,
And I am the BDM Pinda,
inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for feedback.
a positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
and take us along with you. Feedback. Feedback. And we are back. And you should also know that Radio We Can See is here for you and me. Sly Stone, are you with us? Uh-oh, we lost her. Anyway.
No,
Oh,
you
there
didn't.
are.
No, you didn't.
Oh, okay, good. Our guest today is Sly Stone, and we want you to know it.
Last
that
Go
she is-
Silverado.
That's right, and she is Hood Research Poetess, so you all know that. And getting back to this school board meeting, inviting everyone to participate in community events, community meetings, the second Tuesday of each month is the Detroit Public School Board meeting. And this coming 9th of April is the second Tuesday of the month, which is when they meet. And they are currently at East English Village, which was Finney High School. You should be there before 5:30 if you would like to speak to the board and the superintendent so that you can sign in for public comment. Now, getting back to my concern about the DECA project, it was very beneficial for the students in the Detroit Public School system to be able to learn more in the area of economics, area of math, area of entrepreneurship. And for the current superintendent to be hired, come here and cancel it out is an atrocious idea. And I'm finding out that others who had children in that program were not aware that the DECA program has been canceled. Therefore, it would be good for you to attend the meeting, make that point, because the people in the audience can then become commercials and walking billboards and share that information and call the school and let the superintendent know that he needs to restore the DECA program.
And let me add that the address for East English Village School is 5020 Cadieux. Again, that's 5020 Cadieux. And as Theo said, that many of you will know it as the former Finney High School. Things keep changing, but we have to keep up with changes, so we won't complain about changes. We'll just make ourselves available to it. Now, I have to interject something here real quick. It's very much off topic, but since you mentioned Otis Moss Jr. and the school, I have to tell you all, if no one has heard yet, that Vladimir Putin, who is the president or whatever he is of Russia, he's the lead guy, has come out and said that Yeshua, also known as Jesus, is black. He brought out his Bible and showed that, and he showed various pictures. But now, if many of you know, and many of you don't know, even more of you don't know, that throughout Europe they were always worshiping a black Madonna and child. You know, we have our Shrine of the Black Madonna here. We knew long time ago that that Jesus, aka Yeshua, his Hebrew name, was black. But Vladimir Putin, of course, everybody know who this bad boy is, has come out with his Bible and shown pictures that show a black Christ, a black Madonna and child, etc. So there's been a little uproar on the internet about that. Some Caucasians saying, well, we knew it all the time because of the area that all of this happened, which was Egypt, and in that area it was all Africans before it became anything else, the invaders and that kind of thing. So I just wanted to throw that out there since you mentioned Otis Moss, that Vladimir Putin has put himself on the world stage and said that Yeshua, aka Jesus, is black.
And you know, that's interesting. This is an election season, and Putin over in Russia wants to do different little things to interrupt the election season. I personally remember, as I think everybody else who watch any kind of news or hear any kind of news knows that the 247, MSNBC, CNN, all of those networks reported, along with the winning president, Joe Biden, that the black community helped him get over the finish line. He admitted it. They admitted it. So it's interesting to me that all of a sudden during this election season, and Putin has had that information for decades, right?
Right.
But all of a sudden during this election season, when you right, that he would come up with that information. So, is that to stir up problems in the black community?
Now, there's something that I also want to add, which wasn't a part of this revelation, but I've got a video from, let's say, a couple of months ago, which also shows the current Pope, which is Pope Francis, and the one that he preceded or followed after, Pope Benedict, praying to, they were in a room, they were praying to an image of a black Madonna with child. And so this is actually, but again, this is separate from Vladimir Putin. But again, it shows that in Europe, and most people who are researchers know this, that they were praying to a black Madonna and child before things start getting whitewashed, so to speak.
I like that, whitewash.
Yeah, I like that too, whitewash. But
there's
in Hidden Colors, they told you that our footprints is all over the earth. If it wasn't for us, it wouldn't be no them.
Well, a picture of the black Madonna and black child is in Poland, and has always been in Poland, and they've never tried to deny it.
Right, the Vatican, they said they have all kind of black deities hidden. They had started hiding all the statues and the pictures. I remember when, what's his name, Richard Pryor went and found out they was trying to take the color out of the pyramids, trying to erase the color.
Oh my goodness!
What they
It's
won't
something
do.
about you knowing. See, it's something about you knowing who you are. It's a threat to them because once you find out who you are, well, educated is not going to be incarcerated. They're going to turn the tide.
I like that.
Mentally incarcerated, especially.
The educated are not going to be incarcerated. Oh, when they learn who they are, I love it.
You have to learn who they are.
You're right.
And that's the fear. That's why all this myths been made.
Right. And who was it when he was young went and shot the nose off of the
Napoleon.
Napoleon, right. So people would not identify that with Africans.
He said it offended him to see the African features, which is why he had his army shoot the nose off. He was offended by that. Too bad, Napoleon.
No, I think it's more fear because they wanted, this is their purpose and their mission and their recipe to keep a population dumbed down seriously. As long as you dumb and don't know who you are, you become more dumb and more numb, and then you have this defeative attitude. You don't fight back because you don't know who you are exactly.
Right.
Inferiority complex.
Right. And
And
what else with the black community? Shame has been injected into our community to to not fear statues with large noses, but to dislike it because they got what was it, the number 10, some kind of status for beauty, and they would eliminate that which our people possess, and all people are beautiful in the African community. And then when they came up with these images, I've mentioned this before
Right.
about Mantan Moreland and and they artificially in the Hollywood films.
Hollyweird.
Had his hair sticking straight up on his head and his eyes bugging out, and the feet don't fit me now. And he was running.
Yeah.
And then the other guys, the guys that came on, and they don't speak well.
Amos and Andy,
And
maybe?
yes, Amos
Yeah.
and Andy. That's exactly what I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
And then that's
Yeah.
something else to make black people ashamed. Then they show this white
Right.
man swinging through the jungle in a diaper, and
Right.
4,000 black Africans looking up at him. Oh, he gonna save us, you know.
Yeah, and what's funny, interesting about that is I heard a comedian bring that up, what you're saying, Theo, and he said, yeah, the Africans have been there all this time with the animals, and now a Caucasian with a diaper come on, he can talk to all of them, and they've been there for centuries, and they still ain't shared a word with the animals. That's nuts.
Right.
But when
They don't want us to be in harmony.
Right,
and there's a thing that they use in courts where they may either mention libel or slander, but one of the things that they do with us, and we have to be really aware of it because they're planting the wrong seeds, is something called character assassination. And what they do is they make sure that the image that they give, they destroy that image or give such negative feedback on that image, you know, like devil's cake opposed to angel food cake, you know,
Right.
getting blackballed, blacklisted, and all that. So it's a concerted effort to make sure that anything that is dark, you don't get white-mailed, you get blackmailed, right?
Yeah. Right.
You better stop it, y'all. But you guys, before you go off, I want everybody to know the sun eclipse is supposed to be Monday the 8th.
Oh, okay. One
Let's
week
see.
from today.
And they're going to have some fun days at the library. And you can get 5 free glasses if you want to participate in the solar eclipse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's coming up on the 8th.
So Monday you actually go to the library for a fun
Yeah,
activity?
they're going to have a fun day, and right now you can go to the library and get glasses for those who pretend on being outside to view it because they said it's too strong.
Right.
So let everybody know if you plan on viewing any eclipse, try to go to the library this week or, before, because it's coming up on the 8th. And they're going to have a fun day at the library. They're going to have some fun days down there at the Atwater on the riverfront. But people need to know you got to have these glasses on if you're going to have your face up in the place.
Don't do like Trump and look straight up at it.
Oh, if that would change him, he should. It's at 2 minutes to 2 that the eclipse is going to happen. Or 1:58, which is 2 minutes to 2 a.m.
Oh, okay.
And they said the best place to watch it is in Toledo, but most people won't be going that far for it, that time of morning, right? So anyway, that's a good information to know as well.
Because it won't happen again until 2099, from what I understand. And I don't think I'm going to be around in 2099.
Well, I don't know. They're coming with all kind of new inventions around here. They're giving us artificial meat. Like, what?
Oh, you better say that.
Ooh.
And I'm glad you said that because we also touched on watching our children and being very careful because of the technology is luring our children into a lot of bad behavior. They almost hypnotized, and that's another way of trafficking your kids too.
Oh yeah, speaking of that, trafficking. They got a fence down behind Earhart School over on Scotton. It's right next door to Western International, and I got a call a few days ago that the side fence is down. Now, why do I tell you that? Well, it's because the school borders I-75, the school borders the Detroit River, and the school borders the bridge to Canada. Not to mention there's a hotel near there as well. When you talk about sex trafficking, it has been reported on the news that it is increasing. So why won't the principal, why won't the superintendent, and I say superintendent because he knows, I reported it a couple of months ago at the school board meeting. They still have not repaired the fence. It makes it a little easier for kidnappers. to get to the school. Last year, there were a
Yeah,
few
you know
girls
what? And the
dispelled
sad
because
thing,
they
it
were on
makes you think
drugs.
that these people are in on the trafficking,
Ah.
because if you go down there telling them and they're still not doing it, are
Mm.
you part of it? Because you either part of a solution or the problem.
Well, maybe I should add that to.
Add that to
Definitely.
your question. Are you the
Uh,
solution or the problem? Because you already told them.
Right.
I did. And on the 9th of April is another school board meeting to talk to the board and to talk to the superintendent. You should be there before
And this
5:30
is
to
why,
sign in.
again, this is why you got to be in the face of the parents, because they have to stop letting somebody think for them, and they got to think for themselves, because your baby's being put on the line.
Exactly. Oh boy, I tell you, it's something. Oh, and to get there, if you're going by freeway, take I-94 east to the Cashew exit. That's on the street on which the school is located, East English Village. And the meeting, as I said, you should be there before 5:30 to sign in to talk to the board and the superintendent. East English Village, 5020 Cashew. When you get off I-94 at Cashew, make a right-hand turn. Can't miss the school. It's a huge building. So, anyway. Oh, I hear twinkling in the background. I want to let you know. Are we right at the bottom of this hour?
Well,
too?
actually, we have 10 minutes
Yeah.
left,
Oh,
going on 9
Oh,
minutes.
good. Okay, well, I'm glad
All right,
to hear
you
that.
guys.
Because I was going to say, it's a joke on us. But there's so much that's going on in this community.
Oh, yeah, the Senior Expo 2024.
Okay. when is
Shed
that?
5 at the Eastern Market, the Senior Expo. That's why I was on my computer, because I was trying to look up the date.
All of the information. What is the date for the Senior Expo?
My computer went off.
Uh-oh.
But anybody that's interested in the Senior Expo, just go and Google Senior Expo in Detroit 2024 so that you can get all the information and register, so they have enough giveaways or whatever they're serving
Is this
for
Senior
everybody.
Wait a minute. Is this Senior Expo being given by the council members or the mayor's office?
No, I think this is another outlet. Let's see.
Private?
Yes, Senior.
And remember, that's Shed 5.
Shed 5 at the Eastern Market.
Oh, okay.
So just look up Senior Expo 2024, and then you should be able to find the
information on
time, the place, Senior Expo USA. It's all free, connected with organizations dedicating to helping seniors and caregivers.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, like I said, you can go to Senior Expo USA
2024.
and just probably push in 2024, so they give you the present one.
Oh, right.
I'm still,
Okay. Yeah, I was
'cause
gonna.
I don't see the date on here.
Oh,
right
okay.
now.
I was gonna give the telephone number for the administration or council. Yeah. Okay. But that is good. We have shared a lot of information today, the VD. That is a wonderful thing. And no, for those who need FEMA, this coming Thursday, April the 4th, at Wayne County Community College on Outer Drive and the Southfield Freeway from 1 p.m. until 7 p.m. If you did not have a flood August the 24th, just share the information with others who may have. And we want to help those in the community who can benefit from FEMA coming in. And again, FEMA is user-friendly this time. That's a good thing to know.
And I'm going to add again at the bottom, as we approach the bottom of the hour, we got 5 minutes and counting, that if you are concerned with your health, various recreation centers, I don't want to say all of them because I got the information on the run, but you can go to DetroitMI/health, and that'll be all this week. There'll be free health screening, which include blood pressure. They'll teach you how to do CPR and other tests, vision, etc. So take advantage of this because it is free, and as we know in our community, everyone does not have access to health. And sometimes we figure if we go to one of the local pharmacies that we can just get something over the counter, but this is a chance to find out where your health is.
Right.
And Theo, I'm going to let you as well give them that wonderful contact information. How can they become a part of Hood Research?
Well, first, let me just give the number for the administration for this health opportunity, which is 224-3400, 224-3400, for those who don't have access to computers. As it relates to Hood Research, I want to invite all of you to join Hood Research. The membership fee annually is $20. Lifetime membership is $300. There are a lot of benefits for being a part of Hood Research. We have a conference call every Saturday from 3 until 6 p.m. For you to let us know what's going on in your world. And we have guests who come on. We have information to be shared, and you never know which information we share could benefit you. The telephone number for Hood Research is readily available. I want to give you the email first. contact@hoodresearch.org. That again is CONTACT, the little @ symbol, the A with the circle around it, HOODRESEARCH.org. Again, that's contact@hoodresearch.org. Don't add a . But anyway, we want you to know that we're going to move into person-to-person monthly meetings, which many people have always enjoyed. The telephone number for Hood Research is area code 248-234-2371. Again, the telephone contact number for Hood Research is area code 248-234-2371. We want you to know that Hood Research has been in existence, this year about 32 years.
Right.
And we have we are now going into our 4th year of our conference call, and we want you to participate as this station is doing some modifications, upgrades, etc. You can tap on into your computer Radio We Can See.
.com.
All right, RadioWeCanSee.com. Yes, and we're on every Monday from 9 a.m. until 10:30. 9 a.m. until 10:30. If you have a guest or are a guest that you would like to be on with us, call that number, 248-234-2371, and let us know. It's easy to participate with Hood Research. And I say at the end of the program, it's not necessary for you to know everything. What is necessary is for you to know how to find what you need when you need it. Davidi?
And yes, as I always say, if you want to be nothing, do nothing. But the only problem with doing nothing is you never know when you finish. And remember, this is Driver Awareness Month, so they're watching you, so you watch yourself.
Hey, and share. So tune in again next Monday. Slatko, is there any last statements you want to share?
Love and happiness. Don't settle for less.
All right.
Love it.
So tune in again next Monday. Talk to us on Saturday, and peace. Feedback. Hi, this is Theo Broughton,
And I am Thabiti Mpinga,
inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for feedback.
a positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
and take us along with you. Feedback.